What's the word, YouTube? It shows Quillysantana, and you watching the Brands of Sports. Welcome back to the TBOS podcast. I'm your host of Brains, aka Quillysantana. Now listen, we doing our Broncos versus Bills preview. Um, this should be a really good game. This game come on tomorrow, I think, at like 2:30 or something. I believe it's at like 2 or 3 o'clock. Excuse me. Let me check see what time this game come on. It's at like 2. Yeah, it's at 3:30 actually. Yeah, it's at 3:30. The Patriots play at 2. Yeah. So this game come on tomorrow at 3:30. I can't wait to watch, man. It's gonna be a great game, man. So we finna get right into this preview. You know what I'm saying? We got a little film to go over a little bit. So we gonna get right into it. Let me switch y'all on up over real fast. Hold on, why ain't they switching over? Oh, there you go, right there. There you go, right there. There we go. There we go. There we go. So now look. We got the Denver Broncos versus the Buffalo Bills. We got yards per game. Buffalo's the fourth best offense, fourth best scoring offense, the 15th best pass offense, the best rushing attack in the entire NFL. Denver was the 10th best offense in the NFL, 14th best scoring offense, 11th best passing offense, 16th best rushing offense. Now we get to the defense side of the ball. Buffalo was the 7th best defense, the 12th best scoring defense, the best pass unit, defense unit in the NFL, 28th against the run. We got the second best overall defense in the NFL, third in points per game, 7th in pass defense, and the second best run defense in the entire NFL. Now listen, I think this game gonna honestly come down to the same thing I think the Jazz game came down to be honest. Like, I think this game gonna really come down to if Denver can hold on, damn. If Denver can stop the run. If Denver can stop the run like Jacksonville did, and mind you, Jacksonville was the number 1 ranked rush defense and Denver is second. They can beat Buffalo easily because I think they have the better secondary. And that was my question mark with the Jags Bills game last week, was that if they cannot run the ball, I don't know if they can really beat the Jags. The Jags are the better team, but the weakness on that team is the secondary. They don't really have a good secondary for real, and Josh Allen can take advantage of that. I don't know if they cannot run the ball this week, if Josh Allen gonna be able to take advantage of the secondary. He ain't gonna have no secondary to take advantage of. I don't know if he's gonna have the same success as he had last week playing the Jacksonville Jaguars once they get the Mile High, especially with no Shavers, no Gabe Davis. Now, if you asking me, that shit don't matter. Like, I know they send his receivers down, but like that shit don't really matter because Shavers he not no real game changer anyway. Gabe Davis not really like no, you know what I'm saying? Like, the thing with Gabe Davis, I think kind of hurt is that he has a real connection with Josh, and Josh trusts him because they've played in multiple playoff games together and stuff like that. So that's kind of something. But they get Curtis Samuel back, and I think they're gonna get Miko Hardman. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have like Miko, Curtis Samuel, Shakir, and Keon Coleman, which they had already. That's what they went into the year with for real. You know what I'm saying? That's really they started receivers, to be honest. And then uh they still got everybody else is healthy. I think this is not gonna really affect them that like the receiver's not gonna affect them that much just because they want to play with Kincaid and Knox on the field anyway. Like, they want to play 2 tight end set. They want to go into 12 personnel and 13 personnel and all that. I don't see that really too much affecting them. Like, they bring Ty Johnson in with James Cook to let Ty Johnson like kind of run routes and stuff like that. So like they gonna kind of do the same similar shit. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't think that really affects them. But I think the main key that's gonna affect this game is that I don't know if they're gonna be able to have success in the pass game like they did last week if they can't run the ball, because Denver's secondary is just way better. Their pass rush is way better. So if you can't if you can't run the ball, because I think Cook only had like 36 or 46. It was one of them because I remember when I covered the Jags Bills game last week. I remember, but it was like 36 or 46 yards. That's all. That's all he had. Like they couldn't run the ball. So if they can't run the ball this week, I see them losing. To be honest, I ain't gonna lie. And as a Patriots fan, this might be the only time I'm kind of rooting for the Bills because if we win and they win, then we get to play the AFC Championship game at home. And I don't really want to go to Mile High. Like, I'm not scared to go there, but I prefer that we play at home. So I'm kind of rooting for the Bills, but I don't know if they're gonna win. Just like the Bills fans. If I was a Bills fan, it's probably the only time in my life that I would be rooting for the Patriots. Because it's no way in hell that I would want to go to Houston again and play the Texans. I would not want to do that. So yeah, that's my biggest concern right now. I don't know if they're gonna be able to have the success in the pass game because they just gonna lead because by you not having no real number one receiver, there's no one that uses a decoy. So they probably just gonna overload one side and just let Patrick Surtain guard fucking Keon Coleman one-on-one basketball game, like just leave him there. You know what I'm saying? Like try your luck with Patrick Surtain, and they gonna overload. They gonna put everybody in zone, and everybody gonna run some like zone with a couple guys manned up, cause they gonna run all type of stuff, and probably just let Pat Surtain play man to man all game or something. Like I don't know. Like that's my whole thing. And then we get to the Denver side of the offense. I think their key is gonna try to run the ball. Now the Bills are getting Ed Oliver back, so that's gonna probably help the rush defense a ton. But with Denver, they can't run the ball for real. So I'm still scared for them too because the Bills have the number one pass defense, and then if the Broncos can't run the ball, it really gets critical because they ain't been able to run the ball ever since J.K. Dobbins got hurt. So without J.K. Dobbins, it's pretty much been like a mediocre, like a below average rush offense. With JK, they was actually good. It was actually a good rush offense. But ever since Dobbins went down, it ain't been the same. So it's like I think for the keys for both of these teams is gonna have to be run the ball, especially for Buffalo, because they don't have the wide receiver talent. Now, even though that the Bills are number one pass defense, the Broncos have the receiver talent and they have Sean Payton. And I'm sure Sean can probably try to draw some things up, scheme some things up. And I think that Sean's going to continuously try to run the ball. You know what I'm saying? He's going to try to wear the Bills down. And he's going to try to run that play action. I think Evan Ingram probably going to be big in this game. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bills going to run a lot of cover 2 high, cover 2 man. You know what I'm saying? Cover 2 shell, 2 man under. They're going to run a lot of that. So I think, you know what I'm saying, Matt Milano. I think they get Bernard back too. I think the Bills get Bernard back too. They're gonna have to guard Evan Ingram. I think I can see Evan Ingram having a big game in this divisional round matchup. I can see him going for like 60 yards. You know what I'm saying? 6 catches, 60 yards or something like that. But well, my problem, let's get to some of this film though. That I pulled up real quick. You know what I'm saying? That I pulled up for the Buffalo Bills. What I'm worried about. So let's go ahead and get up over here real fast. Let's close that. Let me zoom this in real quick. Okay, hold on. Let's zoom this in. Okay, bang. So now they gonna come out and then they're gonna go into this empty look with this 5 wide. Zoom that back out a little bit. There we go. They're gonna go into like this 5 wide look right here. You know what I'm saying? They're going to go into this 5 wide look. And I told you, this is Ty Johnson. This is Ty at the top of the screen. Right here. Usually when they do that, they like to... when they bring Ty Johnson in, a lot of times they like to go into this empty set. But I'm not sure they're going to be able to go into this empty set a lot and it's going to have success just like they didn't have success against the Eagles with this, because I think just like this game, the Broncos are going to play aggressive, had on a man to a man, aggressive, kind of cover one, you get what I'm saying, defense where they're just going to flat out, you know what I'm saying, play aggressive with the Buffalo Bills. And when you watch this play right here, hold on, let's play this play real quick. You're going to see Josh come out, you know what I'm saying, Mike, Zach Bond, and they're going to drop back into this 5 wide. And then you look across the board, they're just going man-to-man. They got the cover, they got the deep safety. Oh, hold on, let me get my pencil. You got with the deep safety, you got Zach Bond taking the tight end. You got the other safety rotating now. I think this is Shakir. I think this might be Shavers one-on-one, Brandon Cooks one-on-one. You got Ja Campbell as the robber, and then Adoree Jackson is this also playing man-to-man. But I think he's gonna end up taking Shakir. So this might be some type of like match coverage where if Shakir goes up, you know what I'm saying? Like if Shakir, let me take that back. If Shakir end up going deep, whoever goes deep, y'all take him probably like a cover 3 match situation. You get what I'm saying? And once you see that happens, if you look at Josh Allen is immediately under pressure after this. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen is immediately under pressure after this. So my biggest concern for the Bills is that if they can't get the running game going, they're going to have to drop back the pass, and Vance Joseph is going to dial it up, and they're going to get into a lot of man-to-man looks. You know what I'm saying? Denver's going to go into a lot of man-to-man looks where they're going to probably like their odds against the Bills receiving group. And then Josh Allen, if he's like 0-3 this year when he sacked more than 4 times. I think that's the Houston game. That's the Eagles game, and that's another game. It's one more game. But, yeah, he's like 0-3 then when he gets sacked more than 4 times this year. So that's my problem is when they try to go and create these offensive advantage looks that Denver can get home with 4. So if they can drop back 7 and be able to cover guys, and then you guys can't create any offense, Denver's going to struggle. And let's go to this next play I got. So this next play is the same look, kind of like a 5 wide look, because they're trying to create some offense. So when Buffalo's trying to create offense for real, they like to go into this 5 wide look. And then when you look at this, you're just gonna see that it's simple as day. They're gonna rush 4, they're gonna drop 7, and everything is mirrored. Everything is mirrored right here at the bottom of the screen. At the bottom, hold on, let me get my marker. At the bottom of the screen, Quion's mirroring this. This is mirrored. You got this safety dropping in the box. This is like everything's mirrored. They're just mirroring the receivers, dropping the guy in the box that's playing like a lot of cover 1, and then they're just taking the first about 2 reads away, and then letting the rush go to work. And then after that, you know what I'm saying, you see Josh Allen go down and he gets sacked. So that's one of my worries is that they're going to get into a lot of man-to-man situations if they can't run the ball, and then they're not going to be able to capitalize or create any offense, you know what I'm saying, out of these looks. And they like to go to these looks a lot. You get what I'm saying? But they're not going to, even if you look at this play, Josh Allen just doesn't have the time to get to it. But if you look at this wheel route, Ty Johnson I think this probably is Campbell. Ty Johnson ends up beating him up the sideline on this route if you watch this playback, but Josh doesn't get the time. If Josh can make this throw, it's a lot of space right here. It's a lot of dang, the marker. It's a lot of space right here for him to layer this throw in over Jahad Campbell. But the problem is that he doesn't have the time. And I'm assuming that he's probably not going to have a lot of time tomorrow either. So that just concerns me what the Bills' game plan is generally going to be. I don't know. So what I do know is they're going to have to get that run game going for 100% sure. In this game, I'm picking Denver because I think Denver's the better team. I think it's going to be hard for Buffalo to really win all these road games not being a better team. I think Denver's going to win and probably host the AFC Championship game, but I'm kind of rooting for the Bills. I just think, like, this is the second best rush defense, I believe, all year. Like, if you can stop the Bills' run game, you can beat the Bills because they don't have no receivers. So, and you can't get scared, and that's the one thing Vance Joseph's not going to do. Like, that's why I said that's the reason Jacksonville lost. Jacksonville lost because they got scared. Instead of them going all out blitz, cover 0, you know what I'm saying, cover 1, sending 6 people, you know what I'm saying, 1 high safety. Instead of them doing that, they kind of got scared, play zone. You can't let Josh Allen do that. Josh Allen's going to pick you apart and methodically go down the field. You gotta try to speed them up. And if Shavers beat you, Shavers beat you. If Gabe Davis beat you, if Keon Cohen beat you, Keon Cohen beat you. Like if Brandon Cooks, like you have to live and die with that. Like simple as that. And that's my whole thing is if we play the Bills again, that's what I'm. Listen, blitz Josh Allen, mug the line scrimmage up, get pressure on them, and let's let everybody play one-on-one. Like if we can't stop Brandon Cooks, we don't deserve to win. You see what I'm saying? We can't stop Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman got motherfucking benched 4 times. It was a DNP. He was scratch. He didn't even suit up 4 times. If we can't guard Keon Coleman, then I don't know. We didn't deserve to win. Simple as that. But yeah, that's my preview for this Bills Broncos game. I don't really got a score prediction. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have a score prediction. I just think Denver's gonna win, but I'm kind of rooting for the Bills because I would want us to play a home AFC championship game, and then it'd be Josh Allen versus Drake. So, but that's all, man. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Tell a friend with the best sports channel on earth. You know what I'm saying? Check the content out on the channel. We got more content dropping. You know what I'm saying? The brain's out.